Patriot bolt embodies engineering excellence and innovation at its finest. Their bolts aren't just products, they're precision-crafted solutions, engineered to meet the highest standards of quality and reliability. Their commitment to pushing the boundaries of what's possible in bolt design sets them apart in the industry. What impresses me most about Patriot Bolt is their relentless pursuit of innovation. They're not content with the status quo.
Bolts and Hose episode number
59.
59.
You sure? I don't think that's right. Look it up. Google it.
I'm sure it is.
Go to the Google machine.
We're a little out of practice here because it's been 2 weeks since we've done a Bolts and Hose episode.
So here's a cheers.
Right? To number 59?
59, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 59.
Yeah, we had 4th of July. So we missed that week because you were in
Vegas.
Las Vegas for a dance competition for 7 days.
Yeah, and then you came back and we had a big storm.
We had Hurricane Beryl.
An apocalyptic weather event.
A Category 1. It was, 60. This is 60. That's what I thought.
Is it really?
Episode number 60 is in the building.
Sorry, 60. Number 60. What is that in Spanish, since we're transitioning to the next?
60?
No.
Yeah,
I don't think that's
Sesenta.
right.
See?
Sesenta?
Sesenta.
Okay, we're going to fact check that.
Fact check it.
All right.
Neighbor, ¿cómo se dice 60 en español? 60.
See, with the accent, it sounds a lot better.
Man, some doggone 60. Yeah, so we had,
Beryl destroyed.
Is it Beryl or Beryl?
Beryl.
Right? No, it's Beryl. Hurricane Beryl.
I don't know what it is.
Okay.
Where I'm from, you call it Beryl. Beryl.
I think you call it Beryl.
Barrel.
But yeah, that, Category 1.
Chicago accent.
It didn't seem like a Category 1. I've been through Category 1s, and I've never seen that kind of damage.
I got to differ here. I think it was, because it came in early that morning, and it wasn't that it was the strongest thing I've ever seen, but it just lasted forever. It was like 4 straight hours of wind.
Of strong wind, like 60 to 70 mile an hour winds, and you had like 80 to 90 mile an hour gusts.
Yeah, knocked out the power all over Houston, but especially at Patriot Bolt, we were down.
Mm-hmm. Down and out.
Yeah.
It was
went out. And, we're somewhat susceptible to power losses here.
Yeah.
And,
I
knew it was going to wreak some havoc.
Across the street, we have a bunch of tall pines, and they just all fell on the power lines.
Yeah, and my theory is, we've had all of this rain too, so the ground was already soft and saturated.
Moist. It was a moist ground.
With the wind, these tall pines, their roots don't sink very deep.
They don't.
So
and the oaks too.
They just pushed them right over.
Yeah. The moist ground caused a lot of trees to get uprooted.
Yes.
Yep. They were everywhere, man. I mean, in Pearland, we lost power for 2 to 3 days.
So I think Monday we were down, and then Tuesday we said, okay, this is probably going to last a few days. So we picked up the server and took it over to our sister company over in Louisiana.
To the hose master.
To the hose. And then we just kicked in some generators here and to run some computers and phones, and we were able to ship some things and process some orders and things. I mean, it definitely sucked, but
it's amazing.
We made it through.
The phones, since we didn't have power, the phones roll over to my cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
And I was amazed at how many people we have from up north that call us every single day.
Yeah. They're like, hurricane? What?
Yeah.
What are y'all talking about?
You got a hurricane?
Nobody told me about this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know that people up north can appreciate the damage that can cause.
No way. I mean, self-service was out. I mean, you couldn't call people. You can't text people.
Yeah.
You don't have internet. You don't have power.
And all of our utilities are like above ground up here too, so it doesn't take much. A little bit of wind, a little bit of some rain, and it's going to knock you out.
I mean, the Woodlands did it right. So they have all of their power lines underground, right?
There's a lot of newer neighborhoods that do, but the problem is there's just a lot of older neighborhoods, such as Humboldt, that still has utilities above ground.
Yeah.
You go into most neighborhoods. I mean, Woodlands is one of them, but there's newer neighborhoods all over Houston that
really
that sink the utilities.
It's the way to do it, man. Mm-hmm. It's the way to do it.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why you typically in a storm like this, you don't lose cable because it's underground. Mm-hmm. You don't lose natural gas, because a lot of these generators are running on natural gas. Mm-hmm. You don't lose that, so you got a constant supply of those things. It's the electrical that is on all of these power poles.
Yep.
Then you have transformers and lines that are, and we've got so many trees. So
A lot of trees.
Yeah.
Trees are good for you, though.
trees take them out.
You know?
Yeah, they
We
do.
like trees.
They just need to set the power lines away from the trees.
Exactly. Or just
Trees and power lines don't mix.
That's right. That's right. We've had an exciting week, so we opened up this week, right? First full week in operation.
We've had a great week.
Fully operational.
Intake's been good, and shipments have been great.
The machines are running.
Yeah,
Got some cool parts. You want to hop into parts of the week?
let's do it.
You want to go big or you want to go small?
Let's do the big one.
Big one?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to save this for last.
We featured this on LinkedIn this week too.
Did we?
Yeah.
Did you put this on there? It wasn't finished yet, though.
There. It's not finished, yeah, but it's still not finished. It was at the heat treater, but this was the test piece. This was the test piece. This was the setup piece. So this material is waspaloy.
Waspaloy.
Waspaloy. Do you know anything about waspaloy?
You know, not a lot, honestly, man. I mean, it's I think it's considered a nickel alloy. It might be a cobalt alloy.
A super alloy. It's nickel, yeah. It's very high nickel.
Very high nickel.
And very hard. This is some hard stuff.
Especially, we got a final heat treatment, and I'm terrified to get it back because we got to do a final pass on it, right?
Yeah.
And I'm terrified to get it back. So
Well, I mean,
gonna
it's
be
much
hard.
better than being spot on. At least we've got a little bit of leeway because the tolerances, especially on these little cams right here.
Why do you call it a cam?
Because have you ever seen a camshaft in a car? So you
I call
typically
them knuckles.
You typically have these bearing surfaces, and this is what spins. That's why the tolerance on this is so tight, because you slip this in the block, and then you typically have like lobed cams that are sitting out here. So this is what creates the alignment. And as your camshaft spins, as your engine is running, those lobes of the camshaft are pushing, and when the lobe hits the valve, it pushes the valve open. When it hits the very top of the valve's open and that is widest point. And you got two of those per side. So you've got one for intake and one for exhaust, or one for fuel, one for exhaust.
Why do you make bolts, man? Why don't you make engines?
I was kind of a car guy at one time. But this is what this reminds me of. It's like a camshaft. And I'm sure that's what it's used for, because where all of the tight tolerances are, they're along these areas right there. So I'm sure this is slipping into an area, and they're using this for alignment. So obviously these threaded pieces have to be very critically aligned to something else.
And it is going into power generation too. So
it's going to be a turbine application for sure.
Absolutely.
And waspaloy
That's
is a
a
very rare material. We don't do waspaloy that much.
You know, you're right. We don't, but it's just probably second
You
time
can
this
count
year.
on one hand the times we've done.
You're probably right.
waspaloy.
You're probably right. But very expensive material, hard to get your hands on it.
Yeah, beautiful part.
But isn't that crazy? This was I think the second order we got from this customer.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's a new customer. And we did a small little order for them, and then that one came through. It was massive.
Do they serve the energy market, Bryce?
Oh, baby, do they ever.
Yeah.
Which
Which makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is taking up a lot of time. Well, we got on a couple machines. I think they left for heat treat, right?
Yeah. Very, those are expensive parts.
Mm-hmm.
And then we machined it to a very tight tolerance. We're sending it out to have it hardened.
It'll be
heat treated.
It'll be re-annealed and then double aged.
Yeah. And then we bring it back, and we left it oversized just a little bit on all the critical areas. We come back and clean those up and dial it in. It'll be perfect. Because you don't exactly know what's going to happen during heat treatment.
It could swell.
It could swell.
Talking to
Could
heat
shrink.
treater, he said it probably has an opportunity to swell.
Okay. Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be more difficult to machine when it's in a hardened state like that. But again, we got it very close. So
But at least you can.
machining a few thousandths off to dial it in, get it where we need it to be, it's going to be great.
You know, I'm disappointed I didn't grab my favorite part. I just thought of this.
Which one?
We did some parts last night. So we had a customer call us yesterday. Want us to doing some bushings. Mm-hmm. We did 2 bushings, like legit bushings.
We're not live or anything. You can go grab it. We can do a cutaway and then go get it.
It's okay.
Okay. Next week, we'll save one.
Yeah, no, they have 2 extras.
Yeah.
So there's 2 of them over there.
Next week, episode 61, we're going to highlight the bushings.
Mnemonic 80.
Mnemonic 80 bushings. Mnemonic 80A turned around in how much time?
24 hours.
24
Less than
hours.
24 hours.
Bryce is the bushing king. We call him Bushing Bryce.
Yeah, bushings. I hide bushings in my bushes. So we'll get those parts next week.
Okay. Let's do the cut point set screw.
Okay. What is it?
It's a cut point set screw.
That's right. But what is the head?
Okay, it's a flathead drive,
A slotted,
slotted head.
1/8 slotted. What's the material?
I'm gonna say that's just B7, 4140. It's not stainless. It's not stainless.
You're partly correct.
4340.
Nope. You're close. You're closer with B7.
B16.
Yes.
Okay.
So you got a little vanadium sprinkled in there.
Okay.
Another one that was a quick turnaround. That was we got that at the beginning of the week.
Yeah.
So B16. It was 7/16 B16 cut points. I don't remember the
I was gonna guess the size. I was gonna guess the metric on that.
Yeah,
But no.
7/16. Yep.
Okay.
So you got a little 1/8 slot in there, 1/8 wide
If I
by
can do a little
1/8
close up
depth. Just something that you can't find anywhere else. Machine from
focused
Roundbar.
on you, Bryce.
Yeah, sorry, I'll hide. Of course, the camera wants to focus on me.
Man, this
You're
is,
not
there we
too
go.
hot
There we
tonight.
go. There we go. It's got a mind of its own.
It's a good looking part.
Look at that. Beautiful. Long cut point,
That's what she said.
slotted set screw. Mm-hmm. Very nice. Beautiful.
This is one I was blown away by. You might as well start throwing that out there.
Okay.
What is that?
Man, a little small
Yeah.
shoulder bolt socket. Hex socket shoulder bolt.
Yeah, you got it.
1024.
Nope, not even close.
Number 6.
They're getting there.
Smaller than number 6?
Yes. A number 440.
Oh my gosh.
What's the material?
Look at that. It is going to be that's going to be, I'm going to say it is Monel.
B8M.
Okay.
316. Machined from Roundbar. Is that not
So,
crazy?
Hex socket drive, shoulder bolt, number 4.
Number 440. It's a
Man.
wow part.
Yeah.
That might be one of the smallest parts
Yeah.
we've ever made.
No, I don't know. We've made
It's
some
up there.
small titanium parts, for
It's
for
definitely
medical.
close.
Yeah, it's close. Yeah,
Definitely close.
we've made some tiny stuff before too.
I mean, they have those things like in a cup,
Yeah,
just sitting up there.
it's always amazing to me. We've got some
Big
large
parts.
machines,
Yeah.
and they're capable of making something
that look
precision.
good. Yeah, pretty wild.
Yeah.
Wild and crazy. So shop is busy?
Shop is very busy.
a busy
Both
shop.
shops are very busy.
Yep. Yeah, both shops.
Yeah,
We got the new shop fully up and running.
fully. We're not
Almost
running every
fully.
machine in it, but yeah, we've
We're
got
close.
most of them running. Yeah,
We're close.
yeah.
All right. Well,
That was it. So we're back,
welcome back to Bolts and Hose.
and
We'll have a better topic next week.
yeah.
We'll figure out someone to bring on. How about that? We'll get a
Yeah,
guest.
we're still kind of recovering from our little hiatus.
Yep.
So, all right. What's your plans for this weekend, Bryce?
Lake Charles it is.
Lake Charles.
So go to
You doing
Vegas,
some gambling?
and then go to Lake Charles. No, yeah, of course. I mean, I'm staying at the Nugget. So the boy has baseball. So we go watch some baseball. And then,
And Brinley's got a dance, right?
no, Brinley she's been at camp all week.
Oh,
So she's been at camp in West Columbus, Texas for a week. What about you?
we're headed tomorrow morning to Chicago. We're going to go see at Soldier Field. We're going to see George Strait and Chris Stapleton
You going to bear down?
in concert. I don't know yet. We're going to have fun in Chicago. That's
a beautiful
We'll spend
place.
the day and Saturday, and then most of the day Sunday. before we
Austin,
fly
are
out.
Cubs at home? I know they got the Diamondbacks. They're at home.
Wrigley's not too far from where we're at. We're kind of in between where Soldier Field and Wrigley.
You should go catch a Cubs game.
That's not a bad
They got the
idea.
Diamondbacks.
What time do they play?
I don't know. Probably a day game tomorrow, I would guess.
The day game was today.
Day game today, and they'll do a day game tomorrow. 1:20, Wrigley Field, Saturday afternoon. Catch the red line, get off at Murphy's.
Maybe we will.
6:15 tomorrow? That might be tough.
Yeah, we're not going to do that.
But then go Sunday. Sunday will be a day game for sure. 1:20 Sunday.
Maybe.
You go to Sluggers.
I think
get
our
in the batting
flights.
cages.
I think our flight's around 4 or something.
Push it
That's,
back.
that's probably not going to work.
Push it back. You gotta go see a Cubs game, man.
I don't know. We'll
There's
see.
nothing better than the
We'll see.
summertime.
We'll see.
Drinking old style beer, eating a Chicago
A little
dog.
hot dog,
Oh, best ever. Sitting in the bleachers, take your shirt
a
off,
little deep dish pizza.
impress the ladies.
Hello, ladies.
Oh, talking about we did a weight loss competition.
We did. For the last 5 or 6 weeks, we've been, there was probably 5 of us in the shop, and we do a weekly weigh-in. It was some big stakes on the line. We each put in $50. It wasn't a percentage of weight. We were doing it strictly by pounds. Yeah.
Kris weighed in with nuts in his pocket.
I did not. But I suspect the guys had some carbide in their pocket.
There was cheating going on.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I didn't. I was completely upfront.
You lost 11 pounds?
11 pounds, and I brought it in for the win. Yeah. So what made it interesting, though, is that every week we would weigh in, and if anybody gained a pound over their previous weigh-in, they would have to pay $10 per pound.
So did that happen?
So the pot would go up. Yeah, it happened a few times.
Really?
There were guys that had to pay in $10. It never happened to me, but.
So you fasted for like 36 hours or something?
Well, my problem is that I did pretty well, and I lost maybe 6 pounds in the first 3 or 4 weeks, and then we had the hurricane.
Yep.
And all you could really do while the electricity was out was just eat and drink, which I gained all of it back. And then Sunday, I knew we were coming into the finish line. I had to do something drastic.
You did an enema?
Which I did, but I did a fast.
36 hours, right? Isn't that what you did?
No, I did 48 hours, Bryce. 48-hour fast.
Can't do it.
2 days with nothing.
It's crazy.
Other than water.
Water, coffee, and bone broth.
Water and coffee. And I didn't start the bone broth until after the 48 hours, though. So then the rest of the week, the only thing I ate was bone broth.
Wasn't there another liquid that
Nothing
you
solid.
took back in that time? I thought there was another liquid.
I mean, Topo Chicos and stuff, but that was
I thought there was something else that you threw back.
No. That was it.
I'm over here eating Chick-fil-A.
So I'm going to keep going. This whiskey was my one cheat, Bryce, and I did that just for you.
You should cheat more often because whiskey is very delicious.
But no telling what will happen in Chicago. It's tough.
Dude, go have a nice steak, drink
You're going to be on a
fashion.
plane. You're going to be traveling in a nice place. And you're going to be at a concert.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way I can make it through the weekend, right?
Yeah, I mean, why would you? Why would you want to do that? Don't be miserable. Go have fun, man.
Maybe.
Enjoy yourself.
I've
You only
been
live
all
once.
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go drink some whiskey.
Maybe.
Hey, go to Wiener Circle and get a chocolate shake after 10 p.m.
That's actually on the number one list of Wiener Circle.
After 10 p.m., the Wiener Circle.
All right. Cheers,
Chocolate
brother.
shake.
Have a great weekend.
Do it. Here.
Thanks, guys. Have a good weekend.